What is going on, everybody? It's Jamie and welcome to the channel Thrift-Onfire. Today's gonna be a what sold video, what sold for me recently on eBay. Just, heads up, this will take place over a couple days. It's kind of slow right now with sales. Some people call it summer slowdown. I just kind of look at it like, if I look back at the past few years, this time of year is always, when you're looking at the graph, it's way down there. This is a slow time of year. Does that mean you don't have good sales or good weekends once in a while? No, that's definitely possible. It depends on what you're listing, but typically this is a slower time of year. So this video will take place over a couple days of me pulling orders. I'm also going to show you, before we do that, I was out this past weekend. I hit garage sales. There weren't a lot. It is really hot. It's really humid this time of year. There's not a lot of people having them. But sometimes, if you get on a back road yard sale, you can still find some good stuff. I'll show you what I did find, starting with this vintage Super Mario Brothers. You can see right there, it says 1989 trademark on it. Dixie cup. It's pretty cool. Those cups, there's some just the refill cups I can see listed and sold for pretty good money. If it was just the dispenser, there are plenty of solds right around $40, like $38, $40. Somebody has one of these listed, brand new and sealed like this, for a lot of money. I haven't looked on WorthPoint, or I haven't looked, further on eBay into the research tool to see if one is actually sold for a lot of money. I'm going to try to get about $75 out of that. I don't know if I'll get it or not. Even if I did wind up getting, 40 or 50, I would be pretty happy with that as well. Just gonna set it over here for the time being. It's pretty cool though. It's interesting that somebody's had that long and never decided to open it. Next, these came from the same sale. This is from one sale, sorry. This is from a different sale. But these two things here, I wasn't gonna pick up this radio. It's $10. They said it works. It's Sony. It's a great brand. I will look this one up. CFDS 38, just to make sure that I don't imagine it's worth selling online because of shipping, but if it's worth like $100, I'll happily sell it online. I just assume it's probably worth 30 or 40, and I paid $10 for it. I can probably put it in my booth for 25 bucks, and make, about a double up on my money. The reason I bought it was because I was looking at this at the sale. So it's not actually a JVC. This is a Sony unit here. It's a Sony DCR VX100. It's in really nice condition. It's got a couple of different remotes, which I don't know why. There's two remotes. They look to be the same, if not similar. Slightly different, maybe. I'll have to look up the exact models. There's some sealed tapes in here. Part of a CD radio. There's some used tapes. A bunch of stuff. There's part of a battery, but it's for a different machine. But this is what we really want, okay? I looked at this and they basically said, hey, there's no battery. I have no idea if it works. We're just taking offers on this thing. So I looked over it. You can pop the back off here. It takes a great big square battery. I don't know. I tried to look up the battery on Amazon. I'm like, well, I don't know. So I walked around and I decided to come back, and I wound up picking this cassette deck CD player. Oh, there's a CD in there too. I didn't realize that. Up for $10, right? And the reason I picked it up, I'm like, hey, what about if I take this for $10? Can I also have this camera for $10? Because they never told me a price. And I just said, listen, like, if I have to put some money into this to get it to work and it doesn't work, I don't want to be into it too much money. But at the same time, I'd like to offer you more than a couple dollars. Would $10 be okay? And they said, yeah, that's fair. We're both taking, some risk. So what I knew for sure is this could be sold for parts and repair. I didn't know for how much. And when I did look it up, so first off, I'm going to tell you right now, whether this is right or wrong, you can tell me what you would do. I'm not going to order a battery. I'm not going to order a charger. I am going to sell this for parts and repair because I can get some pretty good money out of it and I don't have to worry about if it works or not, okay? I think if it was in working condition, it might be worth $500 or $600 potentially, but just for parts and repair, I think I can still get about $200. Now, if I get a battery and it turns on and everything seems to be okay, that would be great. And obviously I could make a lot more money. I'm not going to test out every function on this camera. I don't know that much about it. I do know that these were high quality cameras back in the day when they were around. And this one's in nice shape. And I feel like, if for $10, I could take a chance to make 200. And if somebody gets it, puts a battery in, it works, and they get a good deal, I'm okay with that too. I don't know how long it will take to sell this, because when I originally picked it up, I thought, hey, maybe this would be good in the $5,000 to $5,000 challenge. But because it's parts and repair, and I don't know how long it's going to take to sell, I decided just to sell it normally on my regular, as part of my what sold videos like this. I think this is really cool though. These remotes could still be worth money. The sealed media is definitely going to be, I can lot this all up and get one out of here and sell these all together. They're probably worth a little bit of money too. I probably can get my, my $10 investment back just out of this. The open ones, I don't really know what to do with those. Probably just toss them out. Maybe donate them. I'm not sure. Regardless, I think that's pretty good. Didn't spend a lot of money, didn't find a lot of sales, but I'm happy with what I found. But yeah, thought I'd show you guys that. Let's pull some orders. Another day, another order pull, starting with a hat on eBay. Right here, I pulled this one because it was pretty far down there. This was, let me see, you can usually tell, yeah, you can see inside here, this was a foam hat. There are still some remnants of foam in there. I should probably give this one more shakedown before we get it out. I cleaned it up to the best of my abilities. But that foam, when you have foam that's breaking down, cleaning it up can be pretty bad. I might actually just run out of the house, grab the vacuum, and just vacuum out the rest of it. I did give it a good clean out, but that foam, as it breaks down more and more, is going to come out of there. It does say in the listing foam has been removed. Ontario Science Center. This, of course, came from that great big $100 hat buy, which a lot of those hats in this bin are from. So, not pure profit essentially, but not making a lot of money off this one. I think the patch itself is probably worth more than the hat. $10 we got, which was, it was on sale and somebody offered me $10 and I said, sure. Okay, next is a good Charlotte t-shirt. This came from the $800 clothing buy. It's supposed to be in the VH bin down here. I had two different good Charlotte shirts. I think I might have sold the other one already. I have not went through and repriced these or anything like that. But they are on sale currently. It's at Matchbox 20. See how hard it is to find this guy. Worst case scenario, we can do the old dump it on the floor method. All right, there. Good Charlotte, The Young and the Hopeless. Early 2000s? When did that come out? I feel like I was either... was I just getting out of high school maybe? Geez, that dates me a little bit for sure. But yeah, early 2000s band. Yeah, I definitely was in my early 20s, I think. Yeah, what do we get for that one? I was hoping it was going to go for a little bit more, and I do think Good Charlotte is coming back and starting to tour again, so, that's probably why somebody wants to buy this one for sure. On sale, it sold for $22 USD, okay? This next one, Miami Dolphins t-shirt, was a sale too. It's a Reebok size XXL. This one is made in Mexico. It is a great looking t-shirt, but I think it's like, this shirt has been made a bunch of times over, okay? You really want the old, true vintage one. This one I paid too much money for. I bought it at an antique shop in Niagara Falls, Ontario. I think it's called the Mad Hatter. The lady who owns it, we took a picture with her. She's a character for sure. I think it was hanging up on the wall. I convinced her to sell it to me for $20. I thought at the time I could probably flip it for $50. I had probably better offers than this at some point, but it took an offer yesterday of $19.04 USD. I'm probably just getting my money back out of this for the most part. Cool shirt, but I don't really want to hang on to it. So slowed sales on eBay yesterday. Just trying to see what that says. One Poshmark sale also, and it is this stadium giveaway cricket shirt. It's right here. You can see this one here. I just sold in my last What Sold video. Cricket long sleeve zip up jacket sweater type thing. I did get the second one relisted. It's right there. It's not sold or anything, but yeah, if you're wondering why that's sitting there, because it just sold, that's the second one from the listing. Okay, but this one here did sell on Poshmark Canada for $29 Canadian. Not too bad. Let's get this round of orders out of here. All right, it is just the next day, and we're going to pull some more orders. Before we do that, I'm going to show you some shoes that I found. Now, I had to go out to our Spa Tranquility the other day. We had an issue with we only have one washing machine. We have a commercial washing machine there. and it had some issues. We had a service guy come out, and we deemed it was going to cost more to fix it than just to replace it. So then we went out and had to go buy, a new washing machine for our spa. While I was out, I'm like, well, I might as well make the best of this trip. I hit, I think, Goodwill and Salvation Army. I didn't find anything at Goodwill, but at Salvation Army, I found 2 pairs of shoes. Okay, these are Bitten. I think that's how you pronounce that. $5.50. They're spikeless golf shoes anyway. Like I said, I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce that or not. That's how I usually say it, but I don't know if that's right. $5.50 for each one of these. You know, this is not going to by any means offset the price of the washing machine. I think the washing machine is going to cost us about $1,000. That's with them taking the old one out and bringing the new one in. It's also in like a basement with like really hard stairs to get down. So, you know, definitely worth them doing that as well. But yeah, these shoes, not exact comps or anything. It was a used pair for $40. Someone had them on auction there. They got 20 brand new for $40. Some pre-owns. Here's another pair of new other. They clean up fairly well. I don't know if I'll get anywhere near $40 or anything like that, but if I get like $25 or $30 on my MacBook there, I'm at ebay.com, so it's showing us the listings in USD. So, you know, $5.50 Canadian into $25, $30 USD. It's a pretty good flip. But yeah, I mean, I typically, I forget what day of the week that was exactly. I think it might have been Saturday morning. I think I had already went and hit garage sales. Beginning of this video, I showed you my garage sale finds, and I had to go back out town to deal with the washing machine thing. So like, to me, it was, you know, I was sort of thinking, hey, if I could find a couple things for gas money, you know, that'd be okay. That's all I found though. 2 pairs of shoes, made it worth my trip anyway. Next, let's see. Just gonna switch screens here. I sold a card, and I don't typically show cards on my second eBay store. I do show cards, obviously. I list on my main eBay store. This card, Martin Ferrari. I don't know. Faveri. I think that's how you say it. I'm not 100% sure on that either. This card though is 2019-2020 OPC Platinum. Gold of 50, okay? So it's right down here. I've already pulled it. I didn't know how much this was going to be worth. There were some listed, not this card, but like a different variant that sold, you know, maybe like the 1 of 50 or something, sold for good money. But there was none listed, sold. I couldn't find any on product research tool. So I'm like, you know what? This card, 2 options. I either send it in my next DC Sports 87 lot and have them auction it, or I auction it. So I started an auction at $5. You can see here, it wound up going for $59, 16 bids. This one shows shipping of $2.61, but it's actually going to the US. So it says, it doesn't say in there, but the buyer paid, I think, $5 USD for shipping, which is what I charge normally on my other card store either. So that's a pretty good one, actually. It was just in here. We'll throw it back in here for now. We'll also maybe just toss these shoes out of the way. Gonna pull a few more eBay orders. Just toss them up here for now. Starting with a Guitar Hero, what are these called? Dongle. Right here. This came from that $500 buy that I just did recently, where I got golf clubs and hats and all kinds of stuff, right? If you guys recall that. This one, I think I paid like $5 for it, technically. But it wound up selling for $26.99. I don't know if I think I might have actually had this listed on Poshmark too. I'm going to make sure that that's delisted on Poshmark before I ship it out. Next, the hat. This came from that big $100 hat buy earlier this year. Michelob Ultra. A lot of those hats have sold. There's still a ton down here. It was like, you guys remember, it was so many garbage bags full. I don't remember how many, but it was a lot. I still have a couple of bins at my booth. They sell, you know, often people pick through them. Those are like $5 hats. Michelob Ultra, right there. $20 USD on that. American Horror Story. It's a lot here. We had one double, I think. The double was like Coven, which I think I took to my booth. So we have time to do some cleaning down here. We got some spider webs or something going on down there. Maybe that'll be an afternoon job. Wipe down the shelves. I haven't done it in a couple weeks, so that makes sense. Yeah, 30 bucks on this guy here. We picked this up not for a lot. I just don't remember. It was one of the days I think I wasn't filming at garage sales, so I can't go back and look at the footage, but I think I might have paid maybe between let's just say $10 for all these DVDs. Okay, and we got $30 USD. Not too bad. So $10 Canadian into 30 USD. The other thing was a jacket. You can see most of these jackets, they're actually this is actually stuff that's been listed on my store. It's just off my jersey rack in the house. I took new pictures, new prices. I think I relisted this Olympic jacket USA from the 80s, silk jacket, nice one. I think I relisted it for $39.99. We got an offer for $35 and we took it. I think I had it listed a little higher than that. Maybe, you know, what did it drop from? I think maybe it dropped from like 49 to 39, and we're still getting 35 USD. I think this came from the $800 clothing buy. I probably paid about $10 or $15 Canadian. So we're still making okay money. Not bad. Not bad anyway. And yeah, let's get this round of orders out of here. All right, so I'm just editing the video here, and you know, things happen, okay? That Mario Dixie cup thing over here, I did look it up on WorthPoint, and it looks like there's one that sold for like 199 USD, and then there's another one that sold for, I think, 175 plus the shipping was a little bit more, I believe. So that made me list mine a little higher. Okay, so I did go ahead and list that Dixie cup because it's brand new and sealed. Even though eBay doesn't show sold comps, product research tool does. So looks like we're going to try to get about $150 USD. I'd obviously accept quite a bit less, paying $10 for that. The other thing is the camera sold right away, that Sony Handycam parts only. I'm going to show you that in the next video, but you know, it sold for parts and repair. I went back and forth with somebody. I'll tell you, like I said, in the next video, I'll tell you the exact number. So I went back and forth with somebody, and then I thought to myself, I don't want to let this slip away because it was still a really good offer. So I got good money for that. You can see I'm working on a bunch of cards here this afternoon. I took a break from listing cards because I was listing, and I needed a break. So I thought I'd try to edit this video for midweek. So I'm doing that right now for you guys. Anyways, I think we're going to end this one right here. If you guys do like videos like this, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing for more content. We'll see you guys soon.